In today's Pick a Card reading, we're going to go over messages from your grandma. If you're new here, welcome to this community. My name is Jacey Everly. I'm an energy reader, and this channel is all about connecting with your highest divine self. And if you're totally new to Pick a Card readings on YouTube, all you have to do is pick a number over here between 1, 2, or 3. Once you've chosen your number, all you have to do is go down to the description box below and click on the timestamp that correlates to the number that you've chosen. And that's where your reading will start. And without further ado, let's start with pile number 1. Hello, pile number 1. How are we all doing? I'm doing something a little different. I've never done a reading remotely close to this, so bear with me as I practice and try this. I'm not sure if anyone will even click on this video, so we're here to just have fun, and I might not even post this video. So, this reading will be about messages from your grandma, and that can mean that they're still around. It's picking up on their energy and messages that they want to tell you telepathically, spiritually, whether with us or not with us. This is messages from your grandma. So pile number 1, what does their grandma want to say to pile number 1? Your grandma wants to tell you, oh my gosh, your grandma's so sweet. She absolutely unconditionally loves you to your bones. She loves you to bits, and she would do anything in the world to hug you and watch you go through life and play with you and just be in your life. And if they're still here, they want to be more in your life. And whether, if that happens or not, that's just what they adore you so much. They have so many fond memories of you, and your grandma just loves you so much. She's so sweet, and you guys actually carry that sweetness in you, that are these really positive traits and this level of extraordinarily sweetness that your grandma has in you as well. So messages from your grandma, she wants you to take a moment. Take it however resonates, okay? And these readings are always for entertainment purposes only. So take a moment to yourself. She wants you to breathe. She notices that you're overthinking sometimes. She notices that she can see and feel and hear your struggles. She really does. Your grandma is really wise, and she's really in tune with your energy more than you realize, and she can read your energy more than you realize. And she wants you to calm down and know that everything is going to work out just fine, especially for you. Take a time to stop and relax and breathe. Some of you guys maybe have tendencies of being workaholics, or maybe you're going through something. Whatever you're going through right now, it just seems like your grandma wants you to slow down and take it easy, because you're so precious to her, and she's gone through what she's gone through, and she doesn't want you to make the same mistakes of burning yourself out or tiring yourself too much. I feel like your grandma has gone through so much, and that is a huge understatement. She really has gone through it in her own beautiful way, and she doesn't want you to experience the things that she has experienced. And in this case, she just wants you to relax and slow down, because life is so freaking short, and the joys in life are not really the achievements and your goals, and those are great. It's good and healthy to have them, but it's also important. It's more important to slow down and enjoy the small little beautiful things. Your grandma wants that for you, to not miss life, because she has missed. There are times where she has gone too fast and focused too much with work, focused too much on her things in her earlier, younger years when she was your age. And it's so easy to miss life. Just miss it. It just passes through you. So slow down and take a moment to take a deep breath. Enjoy the little things. Enjoy the fabrics on your skin. Enjoy the beautiful home you have. Enjoy the friends and family you have, and take it slow and create memories. Don't forget those, because those are what is most important in life. That's the most important thing in life is a symmetry right here. She wants you to do exactly this. Just finally realize how beautiful and magnificent you are, and realize what's actually important in life is your happiness, your sacred, beautiful self, and appreciating every small little thing, you know. Wherever you are, your super comfy couch, your amazing, beautiful body that's working for you hard every day, taking in those deep breaths. Your grandma really wants to remind you about that. She's so sweet. And also, you know, your relationship with yourself. How is your relationship with yourself? It ties hand in hand with the other card. And it's, again, looking inwards and slow. It's all about slowing down. Your grandma just wants you to please enjoy life and enjoy yourself, most importantly, because life really does pass by so quick and it happens so fast. And it really truly is a short time that we have on planet Earth. Most of everything that we think are problems are really not problems at all. And so take the time to ask yourself what is really important, and what are all the little things that you forget to appreciate and be grateful about, and slow down and be with yourself, and ask yourself what you really, really deeply want. And yes, work on your goals, but the goals are almost meaningless if you forget about everything else, like cherishing and nourishing yourself, really truly enjoying a beautiful, delicious meal, those moments, and sharing that with a loved one or a friend. All of those little things. It's so important to not forget these things. And when you slow down and be more mindful and more present in life, synchronicities will happen. Life will work in your favor. That's a huge advice coming from your grandma. And just the whole message here is relax and slow down, and you would be surprised by how life will work in your favor even more than it is now. So it's not about brute forcing or working hard. It's not about that at all. Your grandma wants to remind you that life is designed to feel effortless, and when you're happy and when you're in flow, when you're in full synchronicity with the universe and your natural state of divinity, things happen for you and in such beautiful ways that you cannot even imagine for yourself today. And because your grandma has experienced that later on in her life, that she wants you to realize that way sooner than when she realized it, so that you can experience how beautiful life actually is. And it's so incredibly divinely beautiful and perfect the way it's designed. We're not meant to work so hard. We're not meant to overthink. We are truly meant to enjoy life, and things just flow in a beautiful way. And that's when you can truly also slow down to appreciate the small little things, and also make time to have fun with the small little things in life. That can mean anything for you, whatever it means for you, whether it means going for a brunch with with a loved one. Maybe it's going for brunch with your grandma if she's still around, and going for those small little walks with yourself or with someone that you enjoy time with, and remembering that your loved ones and your family are really the main important thing, that maybe arguably the only important thing when it comes to life and fulfillment and connection. You did get the relationship cards, so that I feel like it's more about your relationship with yourself, being happy with yourself inside first, but also nurturing and nourishing the relationships with your friends and family is so much more important than all these goals and career and finances that you're working towards. And these things will come to you regardless, whatever you do anyway, because you're meant for greatness. You're meant to have what you're meant to have. So you don't need to strive, you don't need to try, you don't need to work at it. It's just going to happen naturally just by you being you. So it's the whole message of being grounded in your own center. And she just wants you, your grandma wants you to enjoy the gifts of life, truly. So that's the message I have for you guys, pile number 1. If you did, help me boop that like button so that I can continue making videos like this. And subscribe if you haven't already done so. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. Hello, pile number 2. How are we all doing? Thank you so much for tuning into this very unique reading that I've never done before. So we'll see what comes out. All these readings are always for entertainment purposes only. And let's see what we find. So messages from your grandma, this can mean they're still here. We're tuning into her energy, and whether she's still here or not, this is, you know, it can apply to your grandma's energy as is. Messages from pile number 2's grandma. Pile number 2's grandma. Oh, she wants to give you a big hug. She would do anything to give you the biggest, warmest, fuzziest hug of all time if she could. And if she's still around, that's what she wants to do. She just wants to snuggle up in your face and just give you a nice, warm love hug. She's so grateful for you. She's so happy that she can experience your energy as a granddaughter or a grandson. She's so about you. She's so happy that you're in her life. She's so grateful for her. She's just so almost obsessed with you. Your grandma has some interesting messages to tell you, pile number 2. So I feel like she notices the way you live life, and grandmas know, okay? They really do know. And they have gone through it, so they really know what life is about. They have gone through it, and they have experienced it, and they see what you're going through. And what your grandma wants to tell you is that you sometimes forget your worth. You forget who you are, which is so magnificent. And your grandma sees you as such an incredible star that from the skies that have landed in her life. And she wants you to remember that you are so, and this is not just a grandma that's hyping you up because you're her granddaughter or grandson. It's that you truly are so much more worthy of all the great things than you even realize. She notices that specifically in you, that your self-worth can be 100 times improved or reached to. You got to remember that you are so magnificent. And I feel like I'm being really vague, but take it however it resonates. And I'm trying my best here, because tuning into this energy is a totally new way of me practicing tarot readings and channeling. So she's also noticing that you're resisting the blessings and gifts of life. Actually, sometimes the way that you think or do things, you're actually causing resistance of blessings to come into your life. So allow your energy to flow more. Allow yourself to, first of all, the most important thing is your self-worth, because if you don't feel like you deserve to receive a certain blessing, you're going to self-sabotage it, and you're going to almost repel it in a way as well. So the first reminder that your grandma wants to tell you is that you're so worthy of all the things that you think of that you want, and you can achieve it. You absolutely can. She supports you energetically so much. You have an entire powerful powerhouse of a guardian angel that is your grandma. And she says the money will come, the success will come, don't worry. And that will come hand in hand with the way that you see yourself, your self-worth, and what you're worthy of. That's the first and foremost thing. That's the underlying basis of every achievement in life and milestones in life, is, do you feel worthy of that milestone, of that goal, of that thing that you want to have in your life? You first need to really check in with yourself first. And when you feel worthy and when you embody that energy of feeling like you are it, then you absolutely will have it. And your grandma also notices that you give away your energy too easily sometimes. And maybe you guys have progressed. I feel like a lot of you guys I can hear it already in your mind. You're like, I've been working on it. I've been doing this and I've been evolving. I've been doing all these things I'm practicing my boundary setting, and you're doing all the right things, and you actually are. What your grandma wants to remind you is that yes, you've achieved a lot and you've grown a lot. She's super proud of you. She really is. But you do have so much more to grow into, which is super exciting for you, pile number 2. That tells me that all the greatness that you've already experienced in your life, imagine that, but times 100, because your potential in this lifetime is so grand and so exciting. And your only work in this is to not give away so much of your energy to people that don't deserve your energy. Keep it to yourself and spend that energy on things that matter to you, especially right now. Spend that energy on journaling and embodying the energy of worthiness of the things that you desire. Because when you embody that energy and when you are it, then you will have it. I hope that makes sense. And spend the energy on people that actually deserve your energy. And I feel like this is all boiling back down to your self-worth, because how do you discern and how do you know who is worthy of your energy is when you have more self-respect, when you practice self-respect and you practice knowing deeply that you're worthy of a certain way of living your life, a certain way of how people are treating you. That's when you really know when something is resonating with you anymore or not. Your grandma wants to know, and she wants you to see the magic that you have within you. Again, your whole basis and theme of this reading is your self-worth. So heighten that. I feel like, if you raise your self-worth, you're gonna vibe up here. Right now, maybe you're doing your thing. Way back when, we're all going on this ascension journey together. So you're not alone. We all experience this in our own way. But right now, maybe you're experiencing all the experiences of life around here, and however that means for you, how that attracts, what that attracts is all on this vibration. And so your grandma is reminding you that there's so much up here to experience. Work opportunities, love, relationships, friendships, experiences, miracles, all. She wants you to experience all the things up here. When maybe right now you're like floating around here in the middle ground, she wants you to be up here, and you're not that far away from that. It's quite, she believes in you, and she's not just blindly believing you. She truly sees that in you from human to human. She's guiding you and wants you to experience these amazing things that you're meant to experience. And whether she is around or not, and whether she expresses this or have expressed this at all to you, she is expressing this to you in spirit form, subconsciously. You know, your grandma's also human, and I feel like your grandma just really loves you. You guys have a really cute dynamic together. Very loving, very caring. Also kind of quirky. I'm hearing her laugh, and it's really, her laugh is very distinct. Okay, so last little message for you, pile number 2. Loosen your grip. So maybe sometimes you guys are feeling like you need to control things, or feeling, okay, well, that makes sense. Again, I'm sorry to repeat myself so often, but about this self-worth thing and your worthiness, because when you're vibrating higher, or when you feel like you're worthy of greater and grander things, you won't feel the need to control anything, because you're embodying that vibration, and therefore better experiences happen naturally in your favor anyway on its own. So this card says loosen your grip, and that speaks about that, is to let things go. And actually, there's 2 sides of this card. So as you work on your self-worth, and as you embody this greater, higher vibration of self, it's important to remind yourself to let go of the things that are naturally falling away, because that will happen if you are ascending as an individual. You will have things that don't fit your shoe size anymore. You're growing up on a spiritual level. You are growing up. The clothes are not going to fit you anymore, metaphorically speaking, right? So that can translate to maybe some friends are no longer resonating with you. Maybe some kind of job or work is starting to feel suffocating. Maybe there's someone in your life that is starting to feel toxic, because you are ascending and evolving. Now you're realizing their behaviors are not okay. And yes, you can leave the door open and create the space of them evolving with you. That can absolutely happen, and a possibility. But your job in this process right now, your grandma wants to remind you to loosen your grip, and don't even grip onto anything. Don't try to control. Don't feel like you need to hold on to anything. So let things naturally fall away, just like a snake shedding its skin. Let that old self shed away, so that you can truly embody and be in the energy of your, I don't want to say new self, but a fresher you, a more high vibrational you that attracts all these things that actually you've been wanting to achieve and attract anyway. So take it however resonates. I hope you enjoyed that reading. If you like this video, help me boop that like button so that I can continue making videos like this, and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Hello, pile number 3. How are we all doing? Thank you so much for tuning in to this reading. I've never done a reading like this before, so take it however it resonates, and all of these readings, as usual, are for entertainment purposes only, and I am excited to practice this with you, so bear with me. We're going to find out what messages your grandma wants to tell you, and that can mean she's still around, or maybe that she's not with us anymore. Either way, it's her energy and it's the message that she wants to send to you, whether she's with us or not. Okay, immediately pile number 3. This is a very clear message and reminder from your grandma. First of all, your grandma seems the type of person that is very organized, very successful in her own right. I feel like she's the type of person that maybe she's a little bit more serious of a grandma, although she's had many moments of quirkiness and fond memories of you, and she loves you in a way that is almost like a disciplinary way. She loves you so much that she wants you to be the most absolute perfect you that you could possibly be. So, she does everything that she does, or she did everything that she did because it was out of love. No matter how it seemed like it was to you, pile number 3, it was all out of love, and she really wants to remind you and tell you that everything that she's ever done is because she was out of love, and she wants just the best possible thing for you. And I don't think I feel like, of course, you guys have felt her love because it's so strong and it's so obvious and so clear, but maybe she didn't say it enough, and she wants to remind you and tell you that she absolutely is so proud of you, and she adores you so much. And I can't help but to notice her. It's kind of like a Virgo energy. It's very structured and almost serious sometimes, and she gets things done. She's the type of grandma that really gets things done, and because she wants the best for herself and for her family and for her grandkids. And she's noticing that you can put more energy into creating a nurturing home for yourself, creating a better living environment for yourself. And she wants, because I'm not sure why she's mentioning that, but she is emphasizing on the home space and creating that healthy, working on that more, nurturing your family life, nurturing your home life, and being able to come home to a peaceful, harmonious place that you live in. It's so important. I'm not sure why she's mentioning that. Take it however resonates. I'm not sure what situation you're in pile number 3, but she's really emphasized on, making sure you have a clean. This is such a mom thing to remind. Make sure you clean your room, make sure you have a tidy living space, and make sure you make your bed, all those things, right? But it's coming from a place, it's deeper than that. It's because it helps you clear your mind. Having a clean living space helps you feel more at home in your own home, and it clears your mind, it clears the clutter. And maybe energetically speaking, your grandma's noticing that your life feels a little bit chaotic, it feels a little bit unsettling or unsettled. And I feel like some of you guys do a really good job with organizing your living space, but there's so much more you can do to your living space that will enhance your life by tenfolds. So I don't know why we're harping on this detail so much, but wipe those countertops, disinfect, just clear out that energy, that old stagnant energy. When you create basically a temple for yourself at home, a temple for your own space. I feel like because you guys go out into the world and the world can be chaotic, people can be people, and when you come home, it truly is a healing space for you, and that's what your grandma wants you to create for yourself, is a healing, safe space that you can come back to really nurture your mind. And whether if that means creating an actual altar or creating a meditation room and investing in nice blankets and bed sheets, all those things will be beneficial to your life, because I feel like your grandma's noticing that sometimes you're really affected by the craziness that life can be sometimes. Messages from pile number 3's grandma. Okay, well, that makes sense. You have a flower here, and it says, I am mindful at all times and live only within each moment I have. So simplifying your living space, clearing out the clutter so that you can clear your mind. I feel your grandma's noticing you right now is that there's just so much going on. And by simplifying your physical representation, your physical space is a physical representation of what's going on in your mind. So when you clear out your space, you can also clear out your mind, energetically speaking. And I feel like you guys have already been drawn to clearing out your space, and you guys have already done some of it, but there's so much more you can do. So your grandma's right now sending so much joy and so much overflowing happiness and love your way right now, because sometimes life can be too much, and your grandma just wants to just give all the love and joy and blessing you with all of that goodness to you right now. I feel like pile number 3, it's not so much a message, although we have already tuned into quite a few messages for you. It's more about the energy. She wants to remind you that she's there and she sees you. She really does see you. Grandmas are really, really smart, and they can see right through whatever their children are going through, especially grandmas. Yeah, you guys are pure magic. And I feel like a lot of these imageries you're getting is about simplicity. So if that means simplifying your schedule, simplifying your living space, for sure, simplifying your diet, anything that means cutting out the unnecessary fat in your life. Your grandma wants to remind you that every day is so precious, and sometimes we have a tendency, and pile number 3, you might have, of going too fast in life and not slowing down and paying attention to yourself or to the small things in life. Every single day and every single moment is an absolute gift from the heavens. And so she really wants to remind you that don't go so fast, because life can go fast anyway by itself, so you don't have to speed it. I feel like a lot of the messages your grandma is telling you is just to create balance. I am a perfect balance. Oh, okay, it wants to fly over there. Touching on all the basis of life, making sure diet is balanced, making sure you're spending time with friends and family that you want to spend time with, making sure that you do things that you enjoy, all those important things that life has to offer, establishing that beautiful equilibrium that you need right now. So we have, I let go of expectations. That's all I have for you guys, pile number 3. If you like this reading, help me boop that like button so that I can create more videos like this, and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you in another one. Bye for now.